Welcome to Technical Laboratory. I am Angshuman. How are you friends? I wish you are well. Today I discuss about DHCP snooping and implement IT in Cisco Packet Tracer, so keep watching. What is DHCP snooping? DHCP snooping is a Layer 2 security technology built into the operating system of a capable network switch that drops DHCP traffic determined to be unacceptable. The fundamental use case for DHCP snooping is to prevent unauthorized, rogue, DHCP servers offering IP addresses to DHCP clients. Rogue DHCP servers are often used in man-in-the-middle or denial-of-service attacks for malicious purposes. However, the most common DOS scenario is that of an end-user plugging in a consumer-grade router at their desk, ignorant that the device they plugged in is a DHCP server by default. What traffic will DHCP snooping drop? DHCP snooping will drop DHCP messages from a DHCP server that is not trusted. Trusted DHCP servers are identified by configuring a switch port's DHCP snooping trust state. DHCP server messages can flow through switch ports that have a DHCP snooping trusted state. DHCP server messages will be dropped if attempting to flow through a switch port that is not trusted. DHCP messages where the source MAC and embedded client hardware MAC do not match will also be dropped. Although this protection can be defeated, badly written vendor IP implementations can cause this to happen with a surprising amount of frequency, the most common scenario being a DHCP request for one interface being forwarded through another interface on that same device. DHCP snooping will also drop messages that release a lease or decline an offer, if the release or decline message is received on a switch port other than the port that the original DHCP conversation was held. This prevents a third party from terminating a lease or declining a DHCP offer on behalf of the actual DHCP client. How does DHCP snooping track information? DHCP snooping stores its observations in a database containing the client MAC address, DHCP assigned IP address, remaining lease time, VLAN, and switch port. The database is a simple flat file that can be stored in device flash. However, flash is limited in size. As such, it's considered best practice to store the DHCP snooping off box in a remote location, such as a TFTP server. Storing the DHCP snooping database off box also guarantees that the DHCP snooping database would survive a catastrophic switch failure. In the Cisco IOS realm, note that other switch security services such as IP Source Guard and Dynamic ARP Inspection will use the DHCP snooping database, although it is possible to configure IPSG and DI to function using static entries. Where should I deploy DHCP snooping? From a network design perspective, DHCP snooping is an access layer security feature. Therefore, DHCP snooping's most likely positioning is that of wiring closet switches or IDFs, but any switch containing access ports in a VLAN serviced by DHCP is a potential candidate. When deploying DHCP snooping, you need to set up the trusted ports, the ports through which legitimate DHCP server messages will flow, before enabling DHCP snooping on the VLAN you wish to protect. This is most often the uplink from the access layer switch to the next layer up, probably your core or aggregation layer if you're still using the traditional layered design the vast majority of purposefully engineered campus networks have in place today. Note that if you are using layer 3 uplinks to your access layer as opposed to layer 2802.1q trunks, the layer 3 uplinks will relay DHCP server messages without being defined as trusted. Switch configuration, 2960 series, switch, config, number IP DHCP snooping enables DHCP snooping globally switch, config, number IP DHCP snooping VLAN 1 enables DHCP snooping on VLAN 1 switch, config, Number interface fast Ethernet 0/1 moves to interface configuration mode switch, config if. Number switch port mode trunk forces the switch port to be a trunk switch, config if. Number switch port trunk encapsulation DOT1Q creates an uplink trunk with 802.1Q encapsulation. Switch, config if. Number IP DHCP Snooping Trust configures the interface as trusted N.B. There must be at least one trusted interface when working with DHCP Snooping. It is usually the port connected to the DHCP server or to uplink ports. By default, all ports are untrusted switch, config if. Number IP DHCP Snooping limit rate 75 configures the number of DHCP packets per second that an interface can receive switch, config if. Number exit returns to global configuration mode switch, config. Number IP DHCP Snooping verify MAC address configures the switch to verify that the source MAC address in a DHCP packet that is received on an untrusted port matches the client hardware address in the packet. Verifying DHCP Snooping switch number show IP DHCP Snooping displays the DHCP Snooping configuration for a switch number show IP DHCP Snooping binding displays only the dynamically configured bindings in the DHCP Snooping binding database switch number show IP source binding displays the dynamically and statically configured bindings switch number show running config displays the status of the insertion and removal of the DHCP option 82 field on all interfaces.